176 episodes in 1 year. Happy anniversary. This is Andy with Mindset Matters More. Let's fucking talk about it. Hey guys, it has been a year to the day since I hit record. And let me tell you, it has been amazing. It has been wonderful. It has been powerful. It has been insightful. It has been freeing. It has been it's just interject a whole bunch of added adjectives here because I'm running out of them. But overall, I've learned a lot about myself, and I want to share that with you guys, what I've learned over the past year. And that is, my evolution is not done. My evolution is not even close to being done. And I love it. I love it absolutely every minute. Whenever I have an insight, whenever I have a moment of clarity, whenever I have a different reaction to something, whenever something changes in my life, and I'm like, huh, that's fucking cool. Like, I can't believe that's actually happened to me. I can't believe that this new person is me. I can't believe this new thought is me. And I'm so grateful that I get to share that with you guys. Now, when I look at my analytics and I see 365 days worth of content, when I look at my analytics and see 365 days worth of people listening and like just, it's been amazing. I have absolutely just enjoyed every single moment of this, but especially like, I can do this from anywhere. Like, I've recorded podcasts in my home, I've recorded podcasts in my car while I'm walking, while I'm on vacation, while I'm, out of the country. And it's just a form of expression where I can just share the thoughts that I have and the insights that I have with you guys. And my hope isn't to transform myself, although this has been wonderful and beautiful and helped me do that. But it's really about, like, if there is just one person out there who listens to this and they get just one little piece of change, or they can, just connect the dots or something, or have their own insight, then I consider my job fucking done. And I also consider the fact that I, share a piece of myself so that you guys can know who I am, so that you guys, when you meet me in person, you're not like, oh, she's totally different than who she is online or who she is on her podcast. That I'm the goofball, the person who says a lot, the person who has crazy ideas about the universe and how, we're all just stardust floating on a big rock. And that will always be who I am. And I have noticed over the past year that from the beginning, the pressure that I put myself to perform every single day, like that just doesn't exist anymore. I mean, it's impossible to continue to be somebody you're not at all times. And I think at some point I just said, you know what, fuck it. If you don't like me, just change the channel. And that's okay too. I realized that throughout the year, you can have major changes in your life. Like, oftentimes we sit and think, oh yeah, you know what, I'm going through a really bad time, and that you think you're going to be going through that bad time for the rest of your life, and that the rest of your life is going to look the way that it does right this second. But, if this podcast has shown me anything, is that that is absolutely not true. Where I was a year ago is not the same person who I am today. 100%. I like, don't get me wrong. The things I believe and the things that I feel definitely are ingrained in gratitude and evolution of self and self-help and those ideas. But through it, the person that I have become, the behavior modifications, even shit, the place that I am in life in terms of my relationships, in terms of my career, and like all the outside stuff has changed. And that is beautiful, because if you know anything about this fucking podcast, you know that your mind is going to just alter your reality. The way you think is going to shift everything. Here's a wonderful example, okay? And this is kind of just like just a thought exercise that I was having. Okay, let's say that you go into a store, okay? And this day you're feeling gloomy and down and irritable and you don't want to be there, but you have to go in there and you have to buy, I don't know, a notepad, right? And you're grumpy and moody and people, you kind of bump into someone and you like gruff at them, and then you grab the notepad, you go, you pay, and like you leave, like you left this aura of negative energy. Now play that same scene out, but you're having a great day and you have to go buy this notepad and you're so excited because you get to pick this new notepad that is going to be your journal, and you're excited and you go in and you bump into somebody and you say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, my bad." Even though it wasn't your bad, but who cares? Whatever. You get the notepad, you go there and to pay, and you pay and you say, "Have a wonderful day." Like, you've affected two people's lives with your positive attitude that is going to translate to more people. Whereas the first time when you went and you had this like negative attitude, you impacted those people in a negative way. That's also going to have a wider impact. So you have to think, okay, what about you are you putting into this world? What about you is happening that you are doing to your life? If you are consistently meeting the people who you love, your family, your friends, your coworkers, and meeting them with this negative energy, you're impacting them in a negative energy. So yes, your life is going to feel worse and worse and worse and worse because you are sort of vibrating this negativity. But if you're meeting them with positive energy, you're affecting other people around you in the situation. So just on a practical level, the way that you vibrate in this world is going to affect the things around you, whether you show up positive, whether you show up negative, whether you show up neutral, and just allowing things to unfold and just hoping for the best. That is something that like is real. And so I have been knowing this and feeling this, and because I try to embody this, I mean, I haven't been always the greatest at it, but I kept at it. And again, the person today versus 365 days ago is radically different. And even I think I mentioned it on the podcast with Justin Aguirre, where I had done a podcast with him, and I noticed that the things I was saying on his podcast a few years ago are still the things that I believe and I say on that day that I interviewed him on my podcast. And I remember thinking, but the mindset hasn't changed, but everything around me has shifted. Everything has shifted for the better. My relationships are better, stronger, more powerful. My career, better, stronger, more powerful. Friendships, everything about it has changed. But my mindset hasn't. The mindset is what needs to stay strong and firm in what it is you believe in and what you're rooted in. For me, it's peace, love, kindness, and everything else around you is going to change. But are you trying to change it for the better? Are you trying to change it for something greater? And yes, I am. And so even just witnessing the shift between day one and day 365, I mean, I know I haven't done an episode every single day, but I'm saying day, not podcast number. So day one to day 365, podcast number 176. Yes, I have changed, but my mindset, rock fucking solid. And you guys have been with me for this ride. And I hope you guys go back and listen to any ones that you haven't listened to. There's a lot of juicy nuggets in there. I gotta say, I got a pat on the back. I don't know if you heard that, but I did pat myself on the motherfucking back. So, anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day today. May God bless you. May God keep you safe. And love you guys. Bye.